Okay, so that is a 15.
15. As you drop then, and you sort of, your head smacks against the floor and you're dazed for a moment, the blue meteorite, what is left of it, it literally just looks like this perfect meteorite has shrunk. Like the surface itself is perfectly smooth with this plating effect all over it. And as you look and your sort of eyes flutter, your eyes begin to roll into the back of your head, and you look across the battlefield past Tiki through these gold-plated blue crystalline growths that bind Farneth, you see the red meteorite, which is pockmarked. Multiple pieces missing. Good evening, everyone. Brilliant. Oh, amazing. Oh, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the finale of Daggerheart, our mini-series set in the world of Forya. However, I say the finale, it will not be the only mini-series set in Forya. We did agree that in our Malt Magic Unrolled and various other things last time. So yes, look forward to more of this in 2026. I have got the year right, there we go. But before we descend into the inevitable chaos, why don't we do a little bit of a recap? So, welcome back. In case you forgot, amidst all the chaos, here is what happened last time on Daggerheart. Fresh off burning down another way station, yes again, the Crimson Accord, or the heroes of the Crimson Accord, realised that Griswold the Frog was actually just a burlap sack. The real Griswold left a note saying he left the oven on. Priorities, people. The journey to then Zathura was paved with good intentions and terrible rolls. Farneth tried to teleport the group across a bridge, but mostly succeeded in dropping Odrin from the sky to crush the Bard in a classic teamwork scenario. Finally, however, our team arrived in Zathura even, a city paralysed by guilds of literally everything. We're talking waivers for walking upstairs, licenses for storytelling, and rating catastrophic storms on a scale of 1 to 12. But it does turn out that the city is governed in some way, shape or form by Solarion, the Seed of Order, who has quite literally choked the life out of the place. But the party now has their own problems. The seed is now in Odrin's possession. Thalindra, the Heart Seed of Emotion, decided it wanted freedom. It burrowed in a venom style right into the orc's hand. Meanwhile, Tiki meditated, saw a vision of 6 seeds needing balance, and promptly turned into a giant pterodactyl. Odrin, powered by the seed, went full wrecking ball, smashing through the verdant bane and breaking into the blooming spire, where Farneth then sealed the doors with a wall of blue fire. And as the eye of Zathura opened in the sky above, gravity decided it didn't want to work anymore, with our favourite orc beginning to float towards the sky. The storm is breaking, the gods are watching, and Odrin is drifting away. Let's get into this finale. Content warnings, as always, do apply. There will be a lot of adult language, a lot of adult humour. Full content warnings will be available when this goes to podcast and VOD. But that being said, you have been warned. Let's roll. There we go. Hello, folks. There we go.
Yo.
Can you? There's a lot of excitement on the Malt Magic side this evening, I think. as our first little venture into Daggerheart comes to an end. How abrupt that end is, we will find out in the next few minutes, I guess. But before that, why don't we run down a quick lineup? I am very much in red and blue tonight for various reasons, pretty obvious if you've seen episode 5. But I am your game master for this evening, and because it's Daggerheart, I don't have to play any silly NPCs, so it's just me.
Hello, and I am Danny, and I'm playing Tiki, everyone's favourite ghost druid now, I suppose. And I just wanted to give a shout out to our podcast peeps. You've been growing over the past few weeks. I just wanted to say much love.
Absolutely.
You can't see me blowing kisses, but I am.
There you go, that's the one. Hello, I am Dave, and I am playing Farnath, the Ridgeborn wordsmith bard. Is it called Dracona
Yes.
style bard? And yeah, I am very much looking forward to seeing how we can complete this mini-series. If we live.
If we live. Hello, I'm Josh. I'm Odrin, who is a Wanderborn Orc Guardian, and I'm wondering if we're going to survive this.
Very good. Very good.
And that's
Very
the kind
good.
of class you can expect from Roll Together on a weekly basis. that top tier coming in.
On that
That
note,
joke's
I
galore.
did want to give a good shout out and a massive shout out to Roll Together and to Josh specifically for joining us on these very 6 episodes, but also for some of our campaign 2 episodes as well. So thank you very much, my friend, for joining us and closing out
Anytime.
December a little bit with us as well. We've got 3 episodes left of various games to close out the year. Very good. Anything anybody else wants to talk about, or should we just get straight into them?
Let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it then. Last we left off then, Odrin was beginning to float / be pulled upwards by the arm that holds the seed towards the blue meteor, with the 2 meteors inside the blooming spire. And as that happened, this beam of energy shot into the sky, and the eye of Zathura, as I described it, this full pupil-looking apparition appeared above you, half blue, half red. In this moment then, the storm itself is gone. In its place, silence and this column of light so bright that it screams. Above you, the blue meteor of Celerion waits like a judge, with below the red meteor of Thalindra cracks bleeding light. Odrin, your hand right now is no longer your own. The seed in your flesh isn't just pulling your arm, it's pulling your gravity. Your boots leave the stone and you are now falling upwards. As this occurs, you notice that the blooming spire itself begins to crack. What are we doing?
I wish Farnath can see this. I'm flying. Actually, if you can see it, I might not be flying.
So we're on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Odrin's going up, but then the room we're in is also probably starting to come off the ground as well.
So you can start to... Oh, there we go. Token might hit. I've not done that in a while. The actual spire itself is beginning to crack, and you do start to see little bits of stone beginning to float upwards. Yeah. Odrin, I will say this. As you sort of turn and look, you do see that there's a lot of debris in your way now. There's like these crystalline growths and roots, a lot of floating debris around you. I would like you to make me either an agility or strength roll to steer your ascent and avoid smashing into any of this debris.
Very much going to be strength. Oh, that is a 20. However, it's with fear.
Oh,
Well, I'll take that fear. Thank you very much.
Josh, you got a weird accent there. You said hope in a very weird way. Then
I did,
just to let you know that.
Fear, hope.
Fear. Yeah. Amazing stuff. As you do then begin to ascend or fall upwards, You sort of use your strength and your might to push off various bits of debris. What you notice, however, because you've rolled with fear, you push on a part of the crystalline roots, and as you do so, it actually fully comes away from the wall. Not just you, but the power of Thalinda itself sort of blossoming through you. The whole spire then shatters, and everyone very quickly is drawn upwards as gravity itself shifts. Before this then happens, this has all sort of gone on in parallel time then. Farnath and Tiki, what were you doing while Odrin was sort of floating there?
So we'd broken in and you'd sealed the door, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm now
Runic
a pterodactyl in the foyer, which seems a bit overkill now. But I was thinking of considering dropping out of beast form. But if we're all going to be floating and flying about, I might stay as a pterodactyl. Although I can't really communicate with my comrades as a pterodactyl. But I'm going to wait to see how it pans out with Odrin starting to float up and us starting to float out. The wings might be helpful, so I'm going to hold off for a minute. But as a question, with the roots, so you got the emotional seed meteor at the bottom, right? Mm-hmm. Is there roots coming out of that, as in, or are they just coming out of Odrin?
Maybe an instinct roll, please. See how much fear I can gain before we even kick things off in true earnest.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I did get a 20. Also with fear.
Amazing.
Identical rolls.
You see pulsating roots actually growing and springing up everywhere, almost as if they are fed by some otherworldly power at this point. Yes, you see them stretching out from this meteor itself, or this meteorite, I suppose we should say. But you also notice that roots are bursting through bits of the wall from fragments of the blooming spire now. You also notice that parts of the spire has this weird golden plating of sorts that shines with a bluish ambience as well. Or radiance, I should say. And around the blue meteorite that hovers above, you see it's encased in sort of these golden plates, and the blue light you see is what radiates between those plates. Because you have rolled with fear, your pterodactyl-like wings almost catch a breeze or a wind, and you begin to feel yourself lifted and wobble around on this strange air current. I would also like then an agility or strength check for you, please.
Oh, that's bad. 22 with hope.
22 with hope. Very good. I'm going to give the narrative to you.
So I'm caught on this current of air.
Yeah.
I will use it like a kestrel or a hawk, and I will ride it, and I'll just rise up to the level of where Odrin is, and I will kind of, I can't communicate with him as a pterodactyl. So as I get level,
big bird.
Can I grab your leg as you suddenly rush up?
Make me an agility reaction roll, please.
Again, I'm intending to go with him, not to hold him back.
No, I know. This is because he's going up. You're now making a reaction to try and grab on.
Yeah. No, that's wrong dice.
You're on D20.
2d12, Dave.
I was like, fucking hell. Oh,
2 D20s. I've done ever so well here.
Yeah,
I've got 48.
I got 28. 8 with hope.
Well, it's a reaction roll, so it doesn't matter with hope or fear. I am going to say then, as Tiki Dactyl begins to rise, Farnath, you sort of run over and go to grab a miss with your reaction.
Okay.
There are still stairs.
That's fine. I just thought I would get the easy path. So let's say I start running up the stairs, but it's back onto Tiki.
Yeah. So as I
Amazing.
make it level with Odrin, I will drop out of beast form. Now I know I can ride the current, become Tiki again. Now I'm level with him, and I just want to ask him, what does the seed need us to do? Because now I'm on board. We need to help the seeds again. I've come full circle again.
Amazing.
What do you need?
So,
Team
two
seed.
things here then. That sounds dodgy. Anyway, Farnath, you begin to run up the stairs, and as you do so, you hit this strange anti-gravity well, I'm going to call it. I would like either a strength or agility roll from you, please. Tiki, as you drop wild shape, you realise that the wings were actually keeping you stable, and you begin to tumble upwards. I want an agility or a strength roll from you.
Whoops. Ooh, it's a 9 with fear. Unless it was a reaction roll, then it was just a 9.
No, that is a 9. I gain another fear. You rotate and spin around, and you crash against one of these crystalline roots that grows out, one of these crystalline outcroppings. I would first like you to roll me a d4.
Oh no. A 4.
A 4. You hit a blue root or a blue crystal.
Well, might as well get possessed by all of the seeds at some point in the story, eh?
Take 3 points of physical damage.
Okay.
And this, my friends, is where I take a d20 and I'm going to tick it from 10 to 11. When I can find the 11. There we go.
Okay.
Farnath, your roll. Dave? Yeah?
My roll, or am I just running up the...
You needed to also make me an agility or a strength roll, please.
Oh, right. Yes.
Because you ascended the stairs, hit this anti-gravity well, and now are...
Agility... 19... with fear.
Yeah, fantastic. I have now maxed out fear.
Within the first 10 minutes of the episode. Brilliant.
Fantastic. You manage to sort of, as your feet sort of flip over and you begin to rise that way, you manage to just sort of duck and roll and twist your body in such a way that you avoid these crystalline outcroppings, these roots that grow out, and the debris generally that is all around. However, I'm going to say because you rolled with fear, the light concentrates down to a single beam, just this thin beam of light, before, like the opposite of the beam from Independence Day, it goes upwards and not down. The blooming spire shatters as you all crash onto a central disc which now rotates and floats up amongst a number of other platforms and discs. Everything goes white.
Oh.
I would like everyone to make me a duality roll, i.e. your 2d12s. I would like it to be either presence or instinct.
I got 13 with fear.
Brilliant.
11.
Hold there, Dave.
Yep,
Hold on to it.
it's there.
Tiki. This area around you is dissolved into sort of bright white sparkles for a moment. You rolled a 13 with fear, you said.
Yep.
You see, almost as if you have rocketed into the sky, as vision blurred comes back to you, Forya laid out beneath you. The whole world, the whole continent, consumed by these wild jungles. Red leaves, great red trees growing everywhere. Crimson Hollow pulses like a beacon at the heart of Forya, a place of manic joy and rage where people burn out before they are even able to reach any age of note. Mother Earth showed you a sapling that died when leaves fell. This world that you see before you is now all red leaves that choke everything around it. Do you reject it?
Yes, because this is not what Mother Earth told me. She said there needed to be balance between all six, not a dominance of one.
I tick my counter down to 10.
Is that a good thing?
Dave,
Yes.
you rolled an 11.
11 with hope. And it was a presence roll.
Sorry, Danny, because you rolled with fear, I need you to mark me 1 stress.
Okie doke.
Farnith, you also see the area around you dissolve into white sparkles, light that overtakes your eyes, and then when you sort of blink open, it's like you're floating above Forya, but very different from Tiki. You see a world frozen in gold and blue crystal. Crystal. In this world, no one dies, but no one laughs. Guilds have overrun everything. You, Farnith, fear somewhat the fires of your past. In this world, fire now is illegal. Nothing burns. Is this the peace you wanted?
Seeing that no one laughs, no one perceptibly maybe feels or is allowed to express joy, feels a tremendous amount of sorrow. That's kind of why he feels like he exists, to make people feel better about themselves, to give them entertainment. That's why he started travelling. So no, he even has a small sorrowful tear run down his face as he looks very solemnly at this weird, solemn lack of a utopia.
Because of your choice, the counter ticks up to 11. Because you also had Farnith show emotion, it is going to tick up to 12. You have rolled with hope. You will now gain a rally die, a D6, which represents your resolve.
Yeah, lovely.
Odrin.
I
What did you roll, please?
22. With fear.
With mark of stress.
Boo.
You stand alone almost in this instance. You see yourself being stretched between blue and red. Between these two meteorites. The seed in your hand burns a white hot, but regardless of that burning, you are able to sort of overcome the pain and the fear and the melancholy that goes along with it. Odrin, you have been the shield. You are the shield. But a wall now separates things. Will you drop the shield in this moment and let them collide, or will you hold them apart forever?
I think to myself, I've been the shield this entire time. I have failed at being the shield before. I have tried to protect my friends. And I have tried to protect those that have been put in my charge and failed. We know, or I at least believe, that these seeds need to all come together. And that the world doesn't always need a shield. So I drop the shield and let the two forces collide.
The two meteors come together in this moment. And it's at that moment, as they collide, that fear takes over in that brief instance, which is where your stress comes from. As you watch blue and red meet in violent violet light. The world around the three of you shatters. You feel yourselves floating and rising, stone beneath your bodies. The visions. Right there, just behind your eyes, just behind your waking eyes now, as you find yourselves laid on your backs, looking up towards this blue and red eye, as you get ever closer and your platform spins to the side, and you see 3, 4, 5 other platforms now rise. As these visions shatter, the meteorites grinding together. As the world now settles around you and these platforms settle, I would like everybody to open up Albert Rodeo, please.
Because shit's about to get real.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
I like it.
I would like you to choose any of the 4 outer platforms to place your characters on. Your character tokens are on the far left hand side of the map.
Ooh,
On the right hand side of the map, if you zoom out, you will see a number of circles. These circles will determine your ranges. So the smallest circle determines melee range, then you've got very close, close, and far. Anything outside of that circle, that yellow circle, is classed as very far.
Okay. Did you make them the colour of the Teletubbies on purpose?
I absolutely did, mate, just to satisfy your inner child. So yeah, anything but that central platform, you can place your city. You can be together, you can be apart. I am not bothered in this moment.
Oh, because part of me's thinking, I met Odrin and then I flew off. So I feel like we would all be in separate. I'd be separate.
I think it's more drama if we are. Let's do that.
Yep.
amazing. The first thing that you see now, realizing you are all separated, is this storm, or eye of a storm, in the center where these two meteorites have collided. The physical form of the Heart Seed Colossus births itself from the friction of these two meteorites, which then bounce off, reduced, diminished down to the two stones you now see on the map, the red and the blue. And in their place, the Heart Seed Colossus stands. We, my friends, are now in combat. And I am instantly going to send a fear.
So the Heart Seed Colossus is just one of two potential enemies. If we've got the Logic Seed, or that'll be a sensible one. No, that'll just come out as a big librarian or something, wouldn't it?
Do I have the emotion seed still attached to my hand, or was it part of the clash of two?
You still have the seed, the actual world seed itself, the fragment that you've carried this whole campaign is still embedded into your hand.
Does this feel like
I'm gonna
it's almost like an apparition of it? This is an embodiment?
Oh
but
no, this
not...
is a very physical being that has grown up out of the collision of debris and the meteorites coming together. So parts of the two meteorites have now formed into this colossal being, with the rest of the meteorites being sort of thrown backwards to where you now see the blue and the red crystal on the map. You can see around you now the effects of these forces sort of pulling against each other. Blue lightning crackles around, red lightning crackles around. There are red and blue crystal growths everywhere. These red roots grow out, but now you see these pulsating blue orbs all over those red roots. As I spend a fear, then I am going to use the Heart Seed Colossus's emotional bloom. In fact, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going to use the emotional bloom, which is an area effect, and it pulses out across the battlefield. I need everybody to make me instinct reaction rolls, please. Awesome. Dave, you do have a rally die, should you choose to use it. Or drop it. Josh, sorry, I had a question.
I was just gonna let Dave know that his and my character portraits are incorrect for this one.
Yeah, they are.
Just for this map.
Good shout.
Did you say instinct?
Yes, please. Instinct reaction rolls. Not only the character portrait wrong, the actual character titles as well. That's all good.
Oh my god.
I got a 13.
13.
I got an 11, but it was a critical success because I rolled 2 5s.
Hey!
I
So,
didn't grab my instinct. I got 16.
That's
16.
remove a stress, gain a hope? No, it's because instinct.
Yep.
I mean, technically it's a reaction roll.
Yeah.
But you've still rolled critical, so I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
To mark hope.
Remove a
Sorry,
stress.
take a hope, mark stress. Oh, remove a stress. I know what I meant. So, Danny, you got
16, so I didn't add my instinct
16.
modifier. Yep.
Dave?
6, 7, 8, 9. What else do I add to that? 8, 9. Instinct.
Instinct.
So 9, and it was a reaction, wasn't it? So yeah.
Yes. So 9 total.
Yeah.
As this wave washes out, then Odrin and Tiki, you just sort of feel it and hunker down. No effect to either of you.
Nice.
Farneth, however, this wave hits you, and it hits you like a wrecking ball. When I can find another of the dice I need, there we go. You are going to take 14 points of magic damage. You're also going to mark 1 stress. And because right now my dice, my counter is on 12, you will also lose a hope.
Shit.
No.
Very good. Yeah, that's going to be my go. I'm going to leave it there.
How is gravity feeling at the moment? Is it still
Gravity seems to
Poo-Whiff
have
or?
settled down.
Okay.
That being
And
said,
nobody's
that's
falling or
just for
anything
you
at the moment?
standing. Nobody's falling upwards or downwards. As for what bridging distance is, you have yet to try.
My turn is going to be me going, up, just jumping. do I sort of do like a little bounce just to see if I go up a little bit higher than what I would normally? I'm testing
Okay,
gravity.
absolutely. As you do sort of bounce, there is less gravity than you expect. Or at least you sort of do rise up a bit.
Okay. I want to get over to that central platform, so what I'm going to do is take out my 50 foot of rope. I'm going to tie it to my hallowed axe, and then I'm going to run and jump off of the platform that I'm on. And if I can't make it by jumping, I'm going to lob the axe to wedge into the rock while holding onto the rope.
Okay, make me a strength roll to begin with, please. Duality roll.
Okay. Oh, for crying out loud, that's an 18 with fear.
Amazing. With fear, you boom, like Flubber, or like Robin Williams with Flubber on his shoes. Sorry, just boing,
Yeah.
bounce off and begin to soar through the air. And you're getting a decent distance, but because you've rolled with fear, a bit of debris just knocks you and spins you off. You take no damage, but you do begin to spin. I would now like an attack roll from you, please, with your hallowed axe to see if you can embed this in the other side to try and get where you need to be.
I'm just representing that I'm spinning through the air at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Just I'll do it for you while you're rolling, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 13 with hope, but I'm on max hope.
13 with hope.
Can I use the hope to remove a stress if I've got full hope? I can't remember how that works.
Good question. I'll go look. In fact, rules lawyer, Mr. Hodge, please look that one up for me while we just figure out this situation.
What's your question? If you've got max hope, can you remove a stress instead?
Yeah.
No.
Cool.
Wow.
Good chicken.
Didn't even need the book. Incredible.
No, I just fucking picked an answer, mate. I'll double check it in a minute.
There we go.
Why didn't you say yes? You pleb.
He wants us to die.
He wants
Can't see
an
anything in
epic
front of me.
ending.
So,
I'm on it.
because you've rolled with hope, this is a failure, which means the axe is not going to land where you want it to. Where you aim, the axe just catches a bit of debris, and as you're spinning, it sort of glances off. Your axe is going to catch this root over here somewhere with a 50 feet of rope, and you are going to swing down until you are hanging below this root now, just holding on, praying that your axe is embedded into that root enough. I would like you to roll damage for me, please.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm
My
going to
gut
start
was
climbing
correct.
up
You
it.
can't remove a stress. I'd check the rules.
Cool. Good to know, thank you. I will start climbing up and I'll just shout out to the others, I'm rooting for you!
Good one.
We should let him fall.
Oh no, I don't like that. 17 damage, I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
Amazing stuff. Your axe actually slices off 3 sort of these root-like tendrils and then embeds itself into the thickest one, and as it does so, you watch as the blue orb that's at the top of this root just pulses ever brighter I'm going to knock my counter down to 11.
Oh no.
Oh, is there?
Is the spotlight still on us?
Yeah, I'm not spending any fear just yet.
Have you finished your...
Yes, I'm literally just going to climb the rope until I get to a point where I'll go again.
I will try and teleport onto the platform where the big old Megazord is. Yes! I made a spellcasting roll and I got a 20 with hope. But I need to spend that hope to then do the teleport. And it is, I've checked, and I am within... I can teleport far range, and where I am is far range there, so I can teleport there.
Move. Yeah.
And then what I will do, I will mark a stress to turn into a massive behemoth, and that will take the form of a woolly mammoth.
Amazing.
To confirm, is far the diameter or the radius of that circle?
All the way across.
Technically the radius.
Yeah. Oh, from the...
Yeah. But because you've rolled with hope, Danny, and rolled quite high, and because otherwise we're going to be here all day, you make it.
I'll put myself just a bit further away then. Here we go.
That's fine.
right on Tej. And then I've turned into...
I've just made you bigger. I don't know what size a woolly mammoth is, but I've just made you bigger.
Big. The main reason I picked it is because obviously I can twat him with heavy damage, but it ups my damage thresholds as well. So I'm less likely to be marking hit points. And while
Amazing
I'm at it,
stuff.
as I kind of land, can I say I land with enough momentum to then do my demolish attack where I spend a hope? I suppose I could just attack him. I could just then land and attack him, couldn't I?
I tell you what, how about if Farnath goes, works with you? And in fact, how do we do this where we work together?
I'll double team.
Spend 3 hope.
One of us has to spend 3 hopes.
I'm going to spend 3 hope then. How about that?
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 3 hope, which I'm just getting rid of now. And then,
Both of you roll and decide what's going to be the highest.
Yes, sorry,
Which
I
one
just
you're gonna use
realised.
and whether you choose hope or fear.
My apologies. I might need to get closer first before I can do this.
So we'll do it on the next go round then.
Okay, yeah. Or, fine. So,
Unless you can make it to me now.
I can. Yeah, so I can do... So, in fact, I can do that now, where I do Arcane Door. So I'll do an Arcane Door. He will whisper some words, some magic then comes out of his hands. He creates this portal in front of him, and then he will pass through it and pop up. Again, it's far range. I just tried to connect on the wrong screen, click on the wrong screen. Again, I'll put myself in a precarious situation, but he should be able to go there because he can go anywhere far.
Yeah.
If I can then do something again?
Yes.
Now it's the double team. Now it's the tag team.
Now it's the double team. So as he arrives, he grabs some of the energy from the closing portal and then slams it on the floor. Flames then erupt it on a line, and as they weave their way through, behind him, I'll draw at the back here. I'd like to create a wall of flame, which I have to do a spellcasting roll for. So that is the 2d12, I believe, and whatever my...
Yep.
Oh, I don't know what my spellcast roll is. What is that?
I would imagine yours would be presence being a bad.
Yeah, I don't actually know where it tells me that.
It should tell you on the card itself. Oh.
Just says a spellcast roll. Oh, it's +3. It's +3.
Roll.
So
Yeah.
it's that one. So 11 with hope.
11 with hope. Was there a
What did
score
you need
you
to beat?
needed
A
to
12?
beat to do something there?
Yeah, which I can't find it. I just said it. Yeah, it was 15. So it fizzles out part of the way through. Bollocks.
But you do gain a hope.
I do get
But
it.
if we're doing the tag team, I get to roll as well. And it might make it happen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is this for the tag team, or are you going to do something else?
That is the
Part
tag
of
team. I create a wall of flame. You hit him, and you have to. Then you push him through the wall of flame. He then takes damage. If you were going to hit him through.
So you've created the
on.
wall of flame behind him.
I would like to, and obviously I now need to roll this to work for it to work. Then you can hit him through.
So you spent 3 hope.
I did.
Well, luckily for you, I just crit, motherfucker.
Hey!
2 sixes.
Beautiful.
Lose a stress, gain a hope, and
So it's gonna work, right? So what's gonna happen now is you're gonna land.
There's like a
You're gonna
wall
jump
of
on
flame
my
there.
back as a mammoth.
Yeah.
I'm the mammoth, so you teleport. Say you land on my back just to make
Yeah,
it cool.
why not?
I'm then charging at him, doing my demolish technique,
Yeah.
and you're creating the wall of flame behind him as I'm doing it.
And I'll
I'm
go,
gonna
stop before the flame! As just flames erupt behind him. Yeah.
batter and ram into him, and then the behemoth technique is I spend a hope to attack. I can move up to far range, but that's irrelevant because he's well within range. I attack with everyone in melee range, and I'd say they take D8 plus 10 physical damage using my proficiency. So that'd be 2d8 plus 10 then, and you become temporarily vulnerable.
okay.
So if I make an attack against you, I don't have to beat a score, do I, to hit you? Or do I?
So the tag team was to knock them.
I crit anyway, didn't I?
I would still like. So you did crit,
Yeah.
which means you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've absolutely hit
the-
them. Roll damage.
So it is. So does my damage not get nullified then? Because I suppose my success is knocking him into the flame, which does the damage. Right? We're doing my damage and his damage.
I'm gonna count the whole thing.
Because if
So
it's
go for it.
because if it's a crit, am I also critting on the hit, which then means it's automatic max and I roll again?
Absolutely.
And I will be able to put 4d10 plus 3 magic damage from the wall of flame to him.
So 2d8 plus 10, so that's automatically 26 damage.
26.
And then I roll it again. Oh, I rolled shit that time. With a number 13 on top. This is physical damage for me, and then it'll be magical damage from Dave. What's your max, Dave? Was it?
Do I get a max as well out of this?
We've succeeded together, yeah. I believe that's how it works.
Okay, so it's 4d10 plus 3, so that's 43 straight off the bat.
And then roll the 4d10
Plus
again.
19.
And he's also
Amazing
now
stuff.
vulnerable.
So yes, the creature is now vulnerable, and as it hits, rolls into this wall of flame, and is just blue flame specifically,
Blue, yes.
roars around this creature. Ah, you filthy bitch!
I think it's pretty obvious why they're vulnerable. It's because they're surrounded by blue flame. So we get
Absolutely.
everyone gets advantage now.
I immediately spend a fear.
Why?
Of
Because you
course.
didn't like us doing that?
No, I have a feature called Divine Recoil.
Which means
Because
that
you
shit's going to get back to
dealt
us.
a severe wound, I'm going to spend a fear. I need everybody to make me a present reaction roll, please.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's an interesting point.
Presents are shit for me.
Oh no, hang on. Sorry. Matt, did that double his max severe threshold?
What did you roll? Sorry, 40.
43 plus 19, 50.
No.
And then plus
Didn't.
what mine was as well.
It's not plus. We're taking it as two separate
Right.
because it's two separate attacks.
Hang on, what was it?
Otherwise, it would have been one hit, and then
It's 62 damage from mine. Did that not double his threat?
oh yes, it will have done. It will have doubled.
So he will have taken 4 hit points
Yes.
instead of 3.
There you go.
Yes.
Come on.
Sorry, we are doing a something roll.
Presence reaction roll.
You're
I got a
doing.
9.
Everybody is doing a presence
You
reaction roll,
are getting
including
put to one
Audrey,
side.
who is
You're getting
swinging.
put to one side.
So
Absolutely
you wanted
terrible.
me to roll, or you didn't want me to roll?
I want a presence reaction roll
Oh,
from you
good.
as well.
I rolled. And I rolled high, and it was with fear. But it doesn't matter, because it's reaction.
13.
That's a very good point. 13
crap.
is a fail.
Yeah, I can't roll well tonight on those.
I rolled an 18.
Danny? An
Got a
18
9.
is a success. A 9 is a fail. Anybody that fails is instantly going to lose a hope.
Fuck.
You are also immediately drawn up to within melee range of the creature, almost pulled by gravitational effects, and you are both
Damn, I
going
could
to
have done with
mark a
that.
stress.
Yeah,
I could have done with that.
we were already there because we smacked into him.
Can I voluntarily lose a hope to be pulled within range?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
You can lose a hope and mark a stress.
Yeah, go for it. I'll do that. I'll voluntarily
do we
do
mark
that so I
stress
can be
as well?
pulled within
Sorry.
melee.
Yes, you both mark a stress. In fact, everybody now marks a stress because you're
yeah.
within. Yes, you're within sort of close range of this creature now. Now, all of you have also entered the range of the eye, this central eye. As a result, everybody is going to take. When I can do my maths. What is that? 10 points of magic damage.
Oh.
Oh, that's me.
I'm going to use an armor slot to take none.
I'm going to take an armor slot
Okay.
and still take minor damage. So 1.
Thank you. Increased damage thresholds because I'm a mammoth.
Fantastic stuff. I'm going to spend a fear.
I'm also going to use an armour to knock that down. So there's
Spotlight
nothing.
Yep. Amazing stuff.
Purely on a set the scene sort of thing. As Farnath gets smashed to the floor, then with this, he looks up and goes, "Aldrin, joining the fight." Ow!
Yep, I'm here.
Brilliant. Yes, I'm going to spend a fear, and I'm going to make. Oh, I'm going to do this twice, and I'm going to make a binding lattice attack. One against Tiki, one against Farnath, because Odrin has actually failed deliberately and appeared out of nowhere. So I need a D20.
No, don't. D4 will be fine.
That is a natural 20 for the first one with a brand new dice, so nobody can complain. If you're going to complain, you can complain to Abby at Trade and Tested, because that is out of the advent calendar.
I shall be sending her a strongly worded email.
Yep.
The second roll is a 9. So, do you know what will make this fair, Josh? Roll me a D4, please.
I certainly can. Let me just find a D4.
Dave, pick high or low.
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 That is a 2.
Thanks.
A 2.
Sorry.
Farnath's gonna take
I should have
crit,
taken the hint
then.
there, shouldn't I?
So, this is gonna instantly be, what's that, 2d8, so that's 16 plus 6, 22, 26 points of physical damage, and you are entangled. Tiki, you take 9 points of physical damage and are entangled.
I will take no damage, but I will still be entangled.
Okay. You will still be entangled. So entangled means you are restrained. You have disadvantage on your next action. You can clear it if you choose to use an agility or strength type roll.
I'm essentially restrained, am I?
Yes.
Okay.
How much damage did you take, Farnath?
I took another armor slot because that was a severe damage, and then brought it down to major. So I've taken 2 hit points.
I haven't got many armor slots left, so I was going to do I am your shield, but I can't block all of it.
I have 2 armor slots and I left, and I have 2 hit points left. And yes, I definitely go. I feel like I need a shield, and then just get obliterated by this thing.
As what you notice with the binding lattice is actually these blue crystals erupt out of the ground around you and almost form like a prison around you. But as they do, they scrape against your skin or puncture into you before, if you are, well, because you are both restrained at this point, they're sort of around you at this point. Odrin, you sort of dance out of the way, I imagine. In fact, no, I didn't even attack Odrin, so ignore me.
I do it for the hell of it.
But in fact, sorry, I rolled a 9. Tiki, what's your
Evasion is 11.
11. So ignore me. You take no damage, and you are not.
All right, I'll take my armor slot back.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So you're fine. I was talking absolute shit there. I got excited. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to spend another fear because I've got a lot of it, and I'm going to go again. I would like instinct reaction roll from everyone, please.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's good. 20.
18.
Success and success.
14 with
Odrin?
hope. That's reaction, so I don't get a hope.
14 is the magic number you needed, and nobody takes any damage as, again, that AoE effect as red energy pulsates around you. However, I am then going to make a binding lattice attack against Odrin. Oh, I like this die. That's a 19 plus 3 for a 22. What is your evasion score?
You only needed a 6 or above to hit me.
You hit him in the next campaign.
So, Odrin, you are going to take...
I'm going to feel this for quite a few campaigns,
there
I think.
as well. 12, 16 points of physical damage, and you are also now restrained as you become entangled. So the only person free right now is Tiki.
My last armor slot to reduce that down to just a minor and take 1 hit point.
Perfect.
So,
Amazing.
everyone's restrained apart from me. But you didn't end the vulnerability of the Megazord, did you?
How long does that last for?
Until you do something about it. I believe. It says you are temporarily vulnerable.
Yeah, I think we worked this out that if it's temporarily, you have to lift it by spending fear.
Or,
If
I suppose
an
if
adversary
the
is
condition
affected by a
was the
temporary condition,
flames,
the
as
GM
long
can
as-
use their move to spotlight the adversary and shall they clear the condition. Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it.
Nice.
Okay. So,
But you are restrained. No, sorry, the other two are restrained.
I'm not. So I'm going to rear up and then with my mammoth tusks just spear into them with just a normal attack, which is... Strength is my attack. So I've got 18 to hit.
With
Hope.
hope. Again, a hope. And that does hit.
Awesome. And now it's 2d12 plus 12. Why did I roll shitter on that? So that is 26 physical damage.
Okay.
Is it possible, as I nut them to kind of move them back, could I try and free somebody from their restraints? Or actually, I can still use my druid spells as a... beast, can't I? So could I try and shoot a corrosive projectile at the restraints to kind of melt them?
Yeah. Make me an attack roll, please.
To make a spellcast roll, I suppose you'll have to tell me what the DC is for this.
Yeah, the difficulty's going to be 15.
That was lucky because I got a 17. Oh no, that's a 9.
Very good.
So I got 20. It's really hard to tell if it's a 6 or a fucking 9 on this bugger.
They've usually got a
That
dot
is with
on them,
fear,
right?
though.
With fear, fantastic. So I gain
Yes.
fear. As you smash into this creature, deal damage, which ticks that down.
So I'm aiming to destroy the restraint on one of the guys, not the creature.
Yeah, but sorry, you smashed into the creature first, didn't you?
Yeah, and now this is to
And then
melt.
shot.
Yeah.
So which one are you melting? The restraints around Farnath or Odrin?
I'll be doing Odrin,
Good shout.
Odrin. Amazing.
and that is
Acid
12
streaks through.
magic damage.
12 magic damage, I'm going to say, is enough to then just sort of melt through and shatter these restraints, this lattice that appears around you. Because you have rolled with fear, I am going to immediately take the spotlight. And yes, there is going to be a shift. The chaos that has erupted around here, the lack of any logical order or just logic in general, it has been everyone doing whatever they can in the last couple of rounds. You watch as the plates of the Colossus begin to shrink and that root effect take over as it shifts form.
Oh.
Oh no.
Emotion running rife throughout this Colossus now. I also need, because you did 26 points of damage there, I then need a presence reaction roll from everyone.
Oh, I'm shit at presents.
Good at presents.
Oh, God.
14.
Keep rolling hope on the reaction rolls.
So 14 is a fail.
Okay.
10's going to be bad then.
You do have a rally dice, Dave, by the way.
Oh, I do have
You
a rally
have a
die. Thank you,
D6.
Matthew. You fucking
And
legend.
Dave, you have one as well from earlier, which you can roll a d6 to add onto it.
I fucking rolled a 1 on it, so never mind. God's sake.
18, and my rally dice is now gone.
18 is a success. Danny, you rolled.
I only added 1 to my 10, so
So an
11.
11 is a failure. And, sorry, Odrin, Josh.
15.
15 is the magic number. Tiki. You lose a hope.
Okay.
You have a choice now. You can either stagger or stay.
I'll stay.
You stay. You are going to take 1 HP slot you need to mark off as you take direct damage from this wave of energy that just bursts out.
Didn't think that through, did I? Okay.
That was a lose-lose situation, I'm just going to point out right now.
Yep.
Very good. So I have not taken my turn yet, but I will do now. I am going to... what do I want to do? Yeah, everybody, on the first attack, everybody make me an instinct reaction roll, please.
Fuck.
19.
Oh, for God's sake, hope again.
Yeah, I just rolled hope on it, but yeah, 19.
So 19,
7.
13.
7, and a 13. Okay, so that's 2 failures there. Farnath, the only one that succeeded. The others are going to take 15 points of magic damage. You are going to mark 1 stress, and because emotion is running rife, you are also both going to lose a hope.
So mark a
is
stress
there-
and lose a hope.
How are people
So
doing
yeah,
on stress?
15 points of magic damage. Mark stress, lose a hope.
I've marked 3. I've got 4 slots left.
Yeah, I've got my armor slots are all maxed out, so I took 2 hit points there. I've got 1 stress left. Is there any benefit to having the emotion world seed attached to my hand by being hit by a wave of emotion?
What?
You have a particular boon.
Oh yes, where is that? I need to find that.
Yeah, what happens when you're maxed out on stress?
When you max out on stress, you take immediately you
Hit
mark
point.
a hit point slot. And every time you then take a stress, you take another hit point slot.
Yeah, being
Or you
marked
mark
up on
another hit point slot.
maxed out on stress is bad, man.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the first of my attacks.
Oh, good. There's another 8 to go.
I get 2 per turn. Odrin.
No.
Crystals erupt out of the floor again. I rolled a 19 to hit there, which I believe is going to hit you.
Yes.
So, what have I just done? I've just had my d8s. Why did you put them away, you knob? There we go. Oh, that's high. That is going to be 18 points of physical damage, and you are entangled / restrained again.
I am going to use my get back up feature. When you take severe 18 damage?
It was 18 points of damage, yeah.
Oh shit, that's only major. And I've got no armor slots. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, there is nothing I can do about that. That's 2 hit points. Odrin goes down.
2 hit points.
Fuck! Who's going to be our shield?
Well, yeah. If I had any hope, I was hoping to do it, but unfortunately, ironically, I don't have hope, so I can't help you there.
Amazing stuff. As you hit the floor, Odrin, your hand lands inches away from this Colossus. The Heart Seed pulses through you. I would like you to roll me your duality dice, and I want you to tell me which rolls higher, hope or fear.
Oh yeah, trust me, yeah, fucking fear's higher at this point, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you roll with fear there? So fear is higher.
I rolled with fear, yeah.
Shit.
The Heart Seed detaches itself, and upon little tendril-like root legs begins to walk and skitter towards the Colossus. That is my go.
When do I do my move?
Yeah, because you're
Whenever
down.
you wish to.
Yeah, let's do your death
just-
save thing now.
Let me just
Unless you want to think about it. Okay.
I don't want to think. Yeah.
So you're
Think
still
about it, because
restrained,
you've got
Dave.
your 3 options.
Do you want me to try and free you, or can you free yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were waiting for Aldrin. I don't know. You can try and free me.
You can try to free yourself with an agility or a strength roll.
Oh,
if
okay.
you
Yeah.
wish.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm not going to be very good at it, but I can give it a go. So
Okay.
am I doing that?
Yep.
Okay, agility. No. Not
What'd you roll?
9 with hope. But I got hope.
9 with hope. So gain a hope, but you fail.
Yeah.
You are still sort of restrained in.
So I know this creature formed out of the collision.
Technically, that
of
should have been a
the two-
disadvantage on your action, but yeah. Go on.
I can do that.
You don't
On the
need to
2
roll that.
meteorites. So he formed from the collision of the 2 meteorites. But is there still like
Yeah.
2 physical embodiments of the seeds separate, or is there none of that now? It's just him.
1 and 2. There is a red seed or a red meteorite fragment left and a blue meteorite fragment left on the map. They are very specifically placed on the map.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
there any seeds around? That's the question. Because the red seeds
Okay.
just dropped off of my hand. Is there a blue seed anywhere?
What?
Odrin, I would love you to make me an instinct roll, but because you are down, I'm going to allow you to do so, but at disadvantage, please.
Okie dokie. I'm going to use my keen-eyed thing, which is basically like a +3 to perception.
You're an experience,
Yeah, my experience. Yeah.
so you must spend a hope to use an
Yeah,
experience.
I've got hope to do that. I'll do that. Hope. Okay, so that is a 15.
15. And you drop then, and you sort of, your head smacks against the floor and you're dazed for a moment. The blue meteorite, what is left of it, it literally just looks like this perfect meteorite has shrunk. Like the surface itself is perfectly smooth with this plating effect all over it. And as you look and your sort of eyes flutter, your eyes begin to roll into the back of your head, and you look across the battlefield past Tiki through these gold-plated blue crystalline growths that bind Farneth, you see the red meteorite, which is pockmarked. Multiple pieces missing.
I know what I want my death
Your
move to
little
be.
seed skittering towards it. Okay.
If everyone's alright with me doing
Yeah,
my
yeah,
death
yeah.
move.
Yeah, no, please. Yeah.
Because it makes
Yeah.
sense. You've banged your head. You're about to pass out. You've got this idea. Do it.
Crystals are all forming around me, and as the sort of consciousness is leaving me, I open my eyes just to look up, and I see this big, giant, colossal creature. I see Farneth, I think, still tangled up at the minute,
Yes,
and I
yeah.
see Tiki is this big fuck-off mammoth, and my eyes close again, and I open them again, and I'm in a completely different scenario where I see my once ward being held by bandits and being robbed while I'm being pinned down. And then my eyes close and they open again, and a hooded figure hands me a amulet which I hold close to my chest the entire time. And as that happens, close my eyes again and open, and everything that's around me, I'm like, I can't let this happen again. I'm going to Blaze of Glory. I'm going to pick up the emotion seed, run to the blue seed, grab that, have both in my hand, look to the others and go, I am your shield, and I put both of them into me at the same time.
Fuck.
In this moment, then, Odrin's head bounces off the stone floor as then a hand lands on the world seed that started all of this and just picks it up, shakily gets to his feet, and then runs. And as you run towards that blue meteorite, the fire parts. Odrin running, sprinting towards this blue meteorite, which is bigger than you still, but you just launch at it. And
Crystals jut out, and I smash them out of the way.
Odrin, you punch the red world seed into the blue. Energy lashes out everywhere. The ground cracks beneath your feet. Roots fall away. Purple light shines out around everyone. As you blaze of glory, then we're going to take a short break.
Holy moly.
We will be back to find out the results of the blaze of glory in just a few minutes.
Hey.
Heyo! And we are back. And because of that previous move, I have done a light change. We are in pure chaos right now.
Yes, we are.
So, for those joining us at the break, we were in a fight with a being known as the Heart Seed Colossus, which was the sort of smashing together of these two world seeds, these meteorites, these godly forces into a single being. With the player's actions and everything that's been going on, emotion has begun to take over. And probably in a pure moment of emotion now, Odrin, as they fall and almost take their last breath, they use their dying strength, their dying, or the last few heartbeats of their life to stand, grab the world seed that is trying to escape, and now sprints up as fire parts around them and just smashes this red world seed into the blue meteorites. Odrin, in this moment, there is almost this moment of silence where you turn and you connect and you can see Mammothiki And fun.
I'm a tiki.
What are you doing?
Audrey, no!
As my hand touches the... As my hand touches the blue seed, do I get anything from it? And as I've have the emotion seed in my hand, do I get anything from either of the seeds as I'm touching them?
Emotional gonorrhea.
Emotional
damage.
This is definitely emotional damage.
Absolutely. As you smash one seed into the other, you probably hear a feminine voice that screams throughout your brain, just screaming, "No!" And then there is this calm, cool, collected, no-nonsense voice. You have a choice. Make it. Left or right. 1 or 2. Order or emotion.
This is the whole Morpheus blue pill or red pill situation.
Absolutely. You also see, all of you, this body rise up now and float in this gravity well, which is one of the Verdant Bane enforcers who sort of floats up, sees this going on, and then just locks in. No! Bind it! Bind it!
Holding both seeds, like sort of in each hand.
You're hugging one, smashing another one, yeah.
Yeah. There is no order without chaos. There is no chaos without order. One cannot out-trump the other. They must both exist equally. If you two will not do it on your own, then I will be the conduit for it. And I look towards the others. I will forever be their shield.
Boom! You smash one into yourself and fold yourself over onto the blue meteorite at the same time. I will say in this moment then, that perfect shell of the blue meteorite cracks as the red world seed, that single fragment of deific power brought all the way from Crimson Hollow, enters into the blue meteorite, and purple light shines everywhere. Farnath, you are knocked to the side as the red meteorite itself is pulled.
Oh, bloody
And
hell.
pulled over towards where the blue meteorite is, and you now see Odrin holding this blue meteorite, and then just reaches out their hand and grabs on to the red meteorite as they both come together and sandwich Odrin between them and form a single purple meteorite. The Heart Seed Colossus in this moment reverts to a previous form and is frozen momentarily. More is going to happen on this, but I am going to fold back over to Farnath and Tiki. What are we doing in this moment?
Just sheer
Fucking trunk, just I don't know what to do.
sheer disbelief. do we have the understanding, therefore, that Odrin is now crushed, trapped inside this original thing that we've seen, or were they like two distinct to
Odrin
our
is between
characters?
two meteorites.
Okay.
Which have now,
Literally
well, he
between
got
a rock
crushed
and a hard
between the
place.
two meteorites that have now formed a single purple meteorite. So I wish I'd planned ahead for this on the map, but who saw this coming?
So is he kind of
red
like
and blue
the
gems that you
mosquito
see.
trapped in the amber now? He's like in
Absolutely
in
right
case. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What to do? I think probably just a primal ice elemental breath. So out of me towards this creature. As he sort of roars with anger, which will be a... Oh, that's good. 17 to hit this creature.
17 will hit.
And that is then... Crits don't mean anything on the damage dice, do they?
Only on the hit.
I
14 points
was like, what?
of magic damage. Yeah, I did 7 and 7 on it.
14 points of magic damage, which is a minor wound, so single hit point gone.
So now the creature's reverted back to its previous form, does it seem to be diverting its attention away from us towards now the purple seed?
You are acting immediately right now, so in fact, I don't need that anymore. My counter is now gone off the field. It is locked in this fluctuating state. The Colossus.
Okay, so it's frozen.
But if we are acting in the moment, you don't know what's going on or what it's going to do until it acts.
I will use Towering Stalk from underneath Odrin. So then what I will do, I will push him up, but literally put him on a pedestal up in the air. So then, because I think what he's doing is the right thing, and I don't want that creature or anything else to interfere with it. So I'm going to raise him up above us on a dais, essentially using Towering Stalk. Not doing any damage. I won't use the stress to do damage. I literally just want to put him up in the air. That's a spellcast roll.
You raise me up. Sorry.
Yep, literally, Westlife is playing. Oh, I only need to make a spellcast roll if I'm doing it as an attack, but I'm not, so it just happens. Up in the air.
So
he can go up to far range, so I'm going to put him up out of reach of this creature, almost protecting him up there,
And
away
this
from
is
the battle.
Stone column, yeah?
No, it's a Towering Stalk, so it's like a Jack and the Beanstalk vibe.
Ah, right, brilliant. In which case, what you notice now as these roots grow out, you combine Mother Earth with red roots of emotion and blue gold crystals of order, and this new spire erupts out of the floor with a purple meteorite aloft at the top of it, held in between, almost like Sauron's eye at the top of the tower, just held in between these pieces, and hovers there and rotates. And for anybody flying past, as members of the Verdant Bane do, they see in between an orc locked just in a position. Amazing stuff. Anything else?
Farneth is going
Creature's
to
still vulnerable.
grab hold of... you're still a mammoth?
Yep.
Sort of grab hold of the shoulder, I suppose, the closest that I can get to, and just look into the mammoth's eye. We cannot let his sacrifice be in vain. We must resolve this. We must do it, and we know we can. Odrin is with us in spirit and in heart. I'm going to use rousing speech to let you clear 2 stress.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Which I sincerely hope is useful to you.
Yes, because most of my things use stress.
Fine.
So that's good.
So that was that. I don't think I get that one. It says all allies you can hear clear 2 stress. I don't know if that means me.
I think Odrin's beyond stressed. I don't think that'll help.
I was about to use all of this and unfortunately didn't get a chance, so that's why I'm just going to do it now. But yeah, I don't think that I can. You cast an action to give a heartfelt, inspiring speech. All allies you can hear who can hear you.
It's all allies.
Is that me?
No.
No, I didn't think so. So that's
everybody
fine.
else.
I will also then say to him, the wall of flame is still up, so smack him into it, will you? and I'll get out of the way.
And then I'll mount up, and I'll use my demolish attack. Mammoth, use charge. So,
Mammoth
Don't be
swine,
shit.
use crackle.
don't be shit. Oh,
It was shit, wasn't it?
I'm taking a picture so you believe me.
Is it like
Is that a crit?
12 crit?
Fucking course it's a crit, motherfucker.
Yes!
Send it to the groups. I've critted twice, so I obviously don't want you to think I'm talking out my ass.
Fantastic.
2 8s. Oh. So I'm going to literally smash him. Obviously not, because Odrin's tower is just beyond the flaming wall as well. So I want to actually try and knock him through the flame off this platform, if I can.
At the very least, as long as I'm just trying to find it now. Basically, as anyone subsequently passing through it takes the damage. So I don't care where. Just yeah.
So I'll leave it up to you, Matt, because my damage will be crit, so I'll double it and roll again. But the fire probably won't be, will it? So
No, the fire will just be straight.
Yeah, I'll roll for that.
26 off the top of my head. So 26 for the crit damage, and then roll again. Fucking hell! I rolled 2 1s. What an absolute cunt! And then that's 12 on top of that.
Literally
What a
knocking him
shit.
through the fire and flames.
38 damage.
Oh, Guitar Hero on hard.
And then 26 magic
So-
damage from the wall of flame.
The Colossus hits this stalk and rolls to the side and rolls over here. How much damage from the flame?
26.
26.
Oh, no, sorry, I need more than that. There's 4d10. 36. I rolled a 10.
Come on.
36. Between the two of you, describe to me how you do this.
So, I think that Farnath breathes more fire into the wall of flame as you're roaring up as a mammoth. You then smack it. Whatever you want to describe. If we want to get through to this creature, he would walk with you and part the flame because he's past it. So if you want to kick him
so
off,
I'm thinking
I want to have control of that wall of the flame. So just part it.
you
so we
breathe to increase the velocity of it.
Yes.
I'll mount up, nut him into it, and then I'll take a step back to charge. And then as I charge, you part the sea like Moses, and then I'll fucking ram him again.
Yeah, so he just grabs his hands forwards. He just pulls it apart as we then get the ability to see this thing stumbling towards the edge.
The flame has singed my hair so much I'm now an elephant.
Amazing. How elephants were created in Forya. A great fire of 67 burned all the hair off the mammoths. They became elephants. As you careen into this Colossus for the second time, then it stumbles once, twice, trips over one of these roots that form this new spire, and falls off the side, and you just watch as it catches in the gravity well, but immediately falls to the floor as it is not susceptible to it and just drops. And you now look, you realise you are hundreds of feet in the air above the floating city of Zathura, which itself was hundreds of feet in the air, and you watch as this Colossus disappears into the cloud and the storm below. You hear nothing. You watch, and there is a moment where purple light flashes. The storm beneath you, which had stopped where you are now, falls still. Rain, you watch, drops like a curtain. The final raindrops of the storm of Zathura. We no longer need Owlbear Radio.
Being this high up, we're almost kind of not at the top of the atmosphere, but you know where we're so high up we can fucking see quite far into the horizon. With this beacon of combined seed energy bursting out across the world, could I see as to whether it on the horizon, can it set off any other beacons? Do any other seeds pulse? Does anything else happen?
Ooh,
Has it called out
make
to
me
the
an
other world
instinct
seeds?
roll, please.
Come on. Thank you, Matt. That's my best one. For 16. Sorry, I did shit maths. 16. With hope.
You watch this purple light then as the storm itself freezes and the clouds begin to dissipate beneath you. You see Forya below you. A land of opportunity. A land where one is not defined by the stories that are told about you, but the stories that you forge yourself. And across the land you can see great trees, larger, that almost stand higher than any skyscraper, then almost as high as mountains. All of them begin to pulse with their ambient light. Be that yellow, green, purple, blue, red, all of those colours begin to glow like beacons across Forya. In this moment, Farnath, you having watched the Colossus, and you see sort of Mammoth looking around, just sort of swinging the trunk backwards and forth, you look up towards this spire. And Odrin in the middle, just locked. Eyes permanently wide open. One red, one blue. What do we want to do in this moment?
Does the blue and red meteorite feel like they have come together to work together? I'm stretching this a little bit, but I have reveal, making a spellcast roll if there is anything magically hidden within close range. I'd roll against it. It would be revealed. I'm kind of thinking that all I do is I try and understand the state in which both of these are in. Is it a mutual working, or are they still in silent battle?
Ooh, I'm going to say make me an instinct roll as well, please.
Yeah. 10 with hope.
10 with hope. You gain a hope. But this is unlike anything you have ever seen before.
Yeah.
There are no stories of this sort of thing happening. Indeed, this is a story one day you will have to tell. Of two seeds. And their fate.
Farnath turns to Tiki. Well, hopefully he's their shield now.
I feel like he's almost the shield of the world. That pulse of energy. It felt good. It felt right.
This was our intention, right? Not Odrin, of course, but...
Oh, and I mean, the way we did it was not how I planned it. But I think we did what we were supposed to. We needed to bring balance to protect the world. And Odrin now protects the world.
Or does he? What a perfect time for a raid. As Odrin, I would like to come to you for your final action.
Uh-oh.
your final choice and your final roll of this mini-series. Throughout you now courses pure celestial power, creation, destruction, order, emotion. What does Odrin do?
He knows that he needs to, or at least his understanding is that these two seeds need to work together. That was the kind of the assumption that we got from what Tiki had told us and from what we'd learned in the Verdant Path sort of temple thing, was that the seeds need to be together. They all need to be brought together, and each of them has their own counteracting part and all of that sort of stuff, and these two counteract each other. And because of the Order Seed being in control for as long as it was, that's why all the guilds had risen up and all of that. I don't know why I'm reciting your own lore back to you, but I'm telling you, showing you that I remember.
Now take notes, Matt. Take notes.
Odrin is of the firm belief that you can, as he said to the seeds before, you cannot have, or to the voice that spoke to him before, you cannot have order without chaos, you cannot have chaos without order. Both need to be in equal balance with each other. So he is going to hold on to both of them, and equally, he's going to hold on to both of them equally. He's not going to try and favour one over the other. If he has to become the conduit for that, and so be it.
You seek to hold these seeds in balance. I believe strength is your highest stat, is it not?
Yeah.
Make me a strength duality roll, please.
Could I add my warden experience to it, because this is me protecting the world?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Spend that hope.
I'm going to roll physical dice. Spend a, oh yes, yeah, spend a hope to do it. Oh yeah, I rolled a crit.
Yay!
210.
If there was
two tens.
any time to
I'm going to take a picture.
Josh.
Where's my phone? I'm going to take a picture.
Take a picture.
I
That
rolled
needs to
two-
go on the WhatsApp chat.
That is 2 tens for a total of strength for a total of 25. That's my face. You don't want that.
Amazing. The purple light that was glowing all around you concentrates down around Odrin himself. That is an amazing roll. Around this purple meteorite, around this spire, and then explodes in blinding light. The light dies. The screaming of the cosmos around you stops, replaced by a silence that is so heavy, and you know when the silence is there, when it almost like presses against your eardrums. The Heart Seed Colossus gone, vaporized now by the fall into glittering dust that you realize floats around you as the platform you were on now sits back in Zathura. The two meteors that were above and below are gone. The air that was once thick with the ozone of the storm and burning rage is still. It smells still of ozone, but almost cooled, heated metal and magma. In the center of this platform stands Odrin. Purple crystal encasing his body. The crystal of a tower shield around his back. and he stands in a position, arms held out wide, and held in each palm about the size of an apple is a crystal. One red, one blue. Odrin the Orc, no longer. Now a hybridized reality. The Shield of Forya.
Yes.
Or Kevin to others.
Literally, Kevin the Tall.
Kevin
On the
Standing
tallest platform.
taller than anybody ever before. Farnath, Tiki, what do you do?
I'm starting a guild called the Guild of Kevin Worship.
Did you
For
know
Kevin the Tall.
Did you know I even knew Kevin the North? This is like 10 years' time. He's
Kevin the North?
tall.
King
Can
of
I
the
add
North.
one final detail to Odrin's
The floor is absolutely yours,
immortal
sir.
position? He has 2 tears falling down from his cheeks, from his eyes. Sorry, one is red, one is blue. His eyes, if they're open, his irises are now purple, and that amulet that he's mentioned on the odd time, is just hanging out of his armor, which is now cracked. So it's sort of poking through it because it was a quest that he was never able to complete.
Wow. Yeah.
I fear, Farnath, that this may have only been part 1 of maybe 4 adventures we need to go on.
Shit, I've wrote myself out of that,
Indeed,
haven't I?
these characters decide.
I'm starting to think that yes, these seeds need to be brought into order.
I feel like, for now at least, we've brought the world some peace. And hopefully we've freed these people from their pointless guilds and the people from Crimson Hollow from their suspiciously constrictive. They feel, well, whatever. They're stuck in their feelings. I couldn't think of the word, so I've had to pivot. I feel... I'm not sure where we go from here. I'm not sure where our story goes. Or where our journey ends.
I'll be honest with you, Tiki. I'm thinking quite more immediately. How the hell do we get down?
Oh, that's easy. And I'll turn into a big pterodactyl again. And I'll beckon you to get on.
One of your wings like clips me, and I'll just have to roll, slide to the edge, and I'm like, "Ugh," and then it's just like, okay, yes, good plan. I'll get it up on top, and
As I say, this platform now stands within Zathura once again, back where the Blooming Spire once stood, and instead of the Blooming Spire now is this immensely tall, statuesque version of Odrin, the world.
Before we descend down, I would like to fly up to Odrin's face to pay our respects before we then descend back down.
You moon me before you go, don't you?
I do a big pterodactyl shit on you like all birds shit on statues, is what I do.
As
you
the platform
fly up
descends
to-
down, it just zooms out and we see Sahil going, zombie! Sorry.
As you fly up to Odrin's face, then you see the tears. But you also see the strain. This is no simple task or feat that now the World Shield must undertake. This will be an endless battle that he must undertake.
Farnath will, again, massive statue, so probably just like touch Odrin's cheek as Tiki's hovering there. Tiki, I think you're right. We do need to solve these other seeds, and maybe then, if they're all in balance, he won't have this battle to keep anymore. Even if not us, we need to take charge in making sure they all get the power and placement they all need. Will you do this with me, Tiki? I'll take that as a yes.
Pterodactyl that goes caw caw tuki tuki.
I don't know what
We'll
Caw,
see you
tiki,
soon,
tiki.
Odrin. We'll spread great stories of you. All true, of course. Goodbye, friend. But not forever. Yeah! As I just grab hold of Tiki.
As I get Varnif down to the ground, as I was brought back to complete a specific mission as a ghost, is my unfinished business, if I take Casper the Friendly Ghost rules, is my unfinished business now resolved?
Let's come to that in a second, shall we?
Oh no, this could end up being really
The
heartbreaking.
silence in this eye doesn't last. As you two speak to your fallen heroic friend, a sound slowly replaces that oppressive silence. Not that roaring tear of the cosmos you had before from the storm, but a deep, resonant thrum. The sound of immense power being forcibly contained. The sky around you now is no longer that churning void of storm cloud, nor is it sort of that bluish glow of order. The light itself shifts. Gold, blue, red, violets all bleed into each other, stabilizing into a permanent, bruised twilight with a glittering aurora that shines permanently across the city of Zathura now. Deep indigos, soft ambers begin to pulse from Odrin's frozen form itself, radiating outward, passing through crystalline walls of the spire which begin to form around you now, bathing the world below and around you in this new strange light. Gravity unclenches. That terrible upward pull ceases and you begin to feel that familiar heavy settle of normal gravity return to your boots, to your body. The floating debris around you doesn't clatter to the floor, but slowly rests. On the platforms that descend down now, the few remaining Verdant Bane soldiers lower their weapons, they lower their crossbows, they sheathe their swords, and they stare slack-jawed at this towering, crystalline form of an orc. Their entire worldview, their entire beliefs, totally flipped on their heads at this moment, or on its head, flipped around. The rigid perfection of Solarion has just been unequivocally even disproved by Odrin's chaotic endurance. One by one, you hear that clatter of weapons being dropped. The Verdant Bane sink to their knees. Odrin fused to the stone, the anchor. They are in awe of him. You have said your goodbyes knowing that now is the time that you have to leave your friend. One who started this journey with you. in the most bizarre of villages. One who helped you seek a seed and deliver it to the highest point of the world. One who became the highest point of the world. As you exit out of the spire...
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely, crack on.
Told you we were.
Before we leave, in line with Josh's comments, now he has started a cult. So with them, with me sensing them being lost, and their belief system is now on its head, I will turn to them and I was like, there is only one true guild that I'm in charging you with creating. It's the Guild of World Seed Unification. That is now your purpose. For him, and I'll point to the statue. And hopefully that will give them a new sense of purpose to anchor themselves around.
To give you a little bit of presence, Farnath will cast levitation on you and will raise you up slightly to be able to see it all. Yeah.
And I'll conjure a swarm of fireflies around me to give myself an eerie glow as I say it. Yep.
Fireflies that glow in that same aurora effect and form like this halo around you. As you speak the words, you must now form the cult of World Seed Unification. Odrin's
Guild.
form.
It's not a cult.
Shift.
We don't get tax breaks if it's a cult.
Guild. Odrin's form shifts. The great arms swing around, and he takes a kneeling position with the two, the red and the blue, in front of him. And the hands spread, and you see slots for more world seeds.
Right,
Tiki once had a vision of a sapling with multiple different blooms on it. Tiki, you have decided where this sapling will sit. And it is not a sapling in the true nature of the term, but the birth of an idea. The world shield indeed. One who can bring all of those forces together. The spire around you stabilizes now as you exit out. People around you, all of them stare slack-jawed. It is night outside. You lost track of time, I don't know how long ago. The perpetual storm that was once that once shrouded this city, I should say, is gone. The sky is clear, terrifyingly clear almost, filled with stars that the people of this city have not seen for generations, but all eyes are turned upwards to this city that is bathed in a pulsing aurora radiating from the peak of the new blooming spire. The citizens flood the streets, throwing their guild badges to the floor. They look up at this tower, which is no longer just a building, but a tomb, a monument. This world right now is saved. But for you two, perhaps, it feels heavier than it did before. Farnath. The storyteller that's, due to unforeseen events, spent a lot of their time running from the truths of the past, fearing fires that were caused. Today you watched a fire of sorts consume a friend so that the world itself didn't burn. You stand in the strange twilight of Zathura's streets now. You realise with that heavy weight that if you do not tell this story correctly, Odrin will forever just be a statue in a tower. As you look up towards the spire's glowing apex, I would like you to tell me what is the title of a new epic that Farnath will write to ensure that Forya remembers why it still exists.
I think it is the Shield of Forya. The Tall Tale of Kevin. And he starts in that very moment after Tiki's talk, where he talks about, and everyone who is around them at that point throwing away their guild badges, he begins to tell the story. It weighs very heavy on his heart to do so, but as you say, he also realizes that it must be done right, and it better start right now. Otherwise, other stories of this statue will come about, and he needs to drive the narrative. So he, with a nod to Tiki, starts telling the local group, then walking through them and inspiring them as he then finds other groups and continues to just tell this entrancing story of this statue. And the great thing is he has a prop that he can use to these people. It will be harder once he leaves this place because he can point at this statue, he can talk about it, he can, enact it using that little bit of levitation maybe, and he, describing the hardships that went through. It's all very fresh in his mind, and he needs to keep it that way so that as he tells this story, everyone knows.
As you weave this story through the congregation, then you notice a fungrel off to the side, leaning on a staff, heavy. Kevin the Tall. I knew him. Looks back down from Zathura and looks into the distance towards Crimson Hollow. It is at this moment that you all realise Zathura itself is slowly sinking to the floor. And soon it will rejoin the continent or the world of Forya proper. No longer be separate.
Anyone who is worried about the descent, he goes up to and describes how it's actually a great thing. They'll be closer, they'll be more greatly connected. They'll be able to go and easily go and see far-reaching areas and have people come much easier to trade with them. He'll inspire them with the ideas of the possibilities of trade for those people who've just been working off their endless guilds. He'll be able to discuss with them all of their hidden skills they haven't realized. It's like, who was making the badges? Clearly someone's good at art and someone is good at forging these metal shields and the engravings and all these other things, the written word, and just finding out all those people so that he can enhance some of those people who are fearing the change and go, it's actually okay, this is good.
Amazing. Tiki, you, throughout all of this, have sought balance from Mother Earth. Ever since you had that vision and were returned, you tell me whether you truly wanted the harmony of the 6 leaves on the sapling. Whether or not you have now found balance, but it is not that gentle growing thing that you were presented with or imagined. It is an agonizing, unnatural equilibrium that has been formed in paradox and held in place only by the eternal frozen strain of someone who was a friend in that tower that you leave behind. The world before you is now safe, but forever altered. As a druid, your usual calling is to minister the natural world. How do you reconcile yourself in this moment to a world that is now preserved by something that is unnatural? What is the first thing you speak back to the world in this moment?
So, I don't think the mission is complete, but Tiki thinks he's contributed as much as he can to the mission after having the visions of the earth and the seeds needed to be in harmony. He feels he has achieved as much as he can towards that aim in protecting earth, and if anything, somebody has almost took his place in the form of Odrin, being Forya's shield for now. And knowing that there's 4 more seeds to go, and one of them being one that represents death, he feels he will be more of use to the cause in death than he will in life. So, as Farnif is spreading the word, and I'm watching on proudly of him going, I haven't seen him this enthralled with storytelling in a long time. So just watching him do that, I will almost just back away. He won't even notice I'm gone. And I will just almost find the nearest, biggest oak tree I can, and I will walk into it in my ghost form, and then my clothes and my staff will just drop to the floor, and I'll return to Mother Earth in death. But my thinking will be, in death, I will help them find the death seed, or I'll come to help them back, or I will help them when it comes to that, because that's where I'm of most value now. My time on Earth is done.
The orange fur, once so vibrant, takes on a ghostly effect as it bristles, as the energy from the spire, Odrin's energy, washes over you. You step back into this oak tree, watching your friend, Farnith, weave their tale. Weave your tale. You close your eyes and your mind is cast back to that vision. The sapling with 6 leaves, perfect and fragile. You were sent back because if one of those leaves fell, the tree died. As you yourself descend into death, your final glance is towards that blooming spire. No longer just stone, but now stone, crystal, and your friend's sacrifice, pulsing with the combined energies now of creation, chaos, order, emotion. It almost takes on the form now less of a spire, less of a tower around Odrin, and more like a colossal, unnatural tree made of light and agony, almost as if it holds up the very sky. You did it. The leaves did not fall. The balance is kept. But the cost was this mountain of iron and heart. That spectral tether that has bound you to this plane since death begins to thin. Your business is finished. I will ask you this, but I think you've already done it. Is there any final act you wish to do on the soil of Forya?
I would like to leave a note for Farneth, and it'll just say, keep the story alive. It's always been within you. This is not goodbye. I will see you again, even if in death. There'll just be, then obviously Tiki signed at the bottom.
I don't know when he will find your possessions next to the tree. We'll eventually, fairly quickly, probably figure it out, knowing that you did say that you'd come back. You'd kind of been obvious. You told us. He hadn't wanted to believe it would happen, but it also wasn't a necessary shock to him. But I do think it weighs heavy that he lost both Odrin and Tiki. He therefore, I think, wraps the note round your stuff, and he bundles everything else up, but he keeps your staff and uses it as a walking stick, as he's now going to travel with the story, and it will be useful to have a walking stick.
Tiki, you, in one final moment, leave your friend a note, but then reach out to Forya, to the Earth, to Mother Earth. You show her in your final moments of existence the spire, Odrin, and almost pose the question of, was this the equilibrium that was needed? And for a heartbeat there is silence, and then you feel it, a tremor that runs through the earth around you. Not a quake of destruction, but a resonant sigh of relief from a world that was quite literally holding its breath. Farneth, as you lift up Tiki's possessions, a single spectral sprout pushes up between the cobblestones, right in front of this oak tree. In front of you, 6 branches form. 6 tiny shimmering leaves in the twilight that then dissipate. Tiki is gone, but this oak tree will forever remain in its summer state, full of leaves, full of life. Children will swing from its branches. It will bring a little bit of chaos to the city of Zathura. Farneth, you descend the stairs that are no longer needed, out of Zathura into Forya beyond, taking a story with you. The storm is gone. The eye that was once there is now closed. Forya itself takes a breath, existing now in this fragile space, between chaos and frozen perfection, held there by the silent will of an orc in a high tower. Odrin is gone. Long live the shield, are the words that now reverberate across Forya. The Crimson Accord. 3 who were sent on a journey, 3 who were fated. That Crimson Accord now fulfilled. And it rests upon a Dracona's shoulders now to seek out others who will take up the mantle. We look around. Go. Before I do my final, go for it.
As Farnath walks away, give me this, yeah. Wherever he walks, and every time he puts the staff down, a small bunch of flowers of the region grow. They stay there for 30 seconds, a couple of minutes, whatever, so that as he's walking away from this city and wherever he is seen, there is a hooded, bright blue Dracona with a very earthen staff and a trail of colourful flowers behind him in spots every time he's put that down. But from a distance, it's a small trail, 100 or so meters behind him, that just follows and weaves as he goes. They never stay long, they can never be used, but they are there because Tiki is with Farnath in some passion.
Love that.
The Dracona disappears into the wilderness. We span across Forya. Far to the west, a sprawling jungle canopy breathes, almost. At the center of this jungle, there is fabled to be a tree higher than any other, wider than any other. Strange creatures, strange beasts roam around it, and all the while the canopy breathes in line with the swaying of this tree. To the south of Forya, the world gets dark. The land itself becomes barren and ashen. Those that dare venture these perilous plains talk only of a single flowering tree. A flowering tree of silver leaves that supposedly sing when touched by wind. Wind that has not blown in these plains for many, many a decade. To the north, a spiral of crystal roots supposedly reaches to the sky. Dark, where once light bloomed. And out into the oceans beyond the boundaries of Forya. An island rises from the depths. A floating island of storms, roots that glows in lightning. A seed suppressed, now free once more. that, my friends, is where we will close this mini-series of Daggerhearts. But as has been alluded, there will be 4 other mini-series in our mini-series of mini-series now.
It's mini-series-ception.
To form then. It is. To form the 6 divine seeds of Forya. And this is where I will take a seat and step back as the GM, as we invite others to tell the story of Forya itself. So, thank you so much to Josh, first and foremost,
Thanks,
for
Josh.
joining us on this little adventure. It has been amazing, and what a fitting end for Odrin there. Amazing. We will discuss more of this in Malt Magic Unrolled, of course. Thank you to Roll Together in general for all the support that we've had over the last year and beyond. Amazing to have you all with us. Thank you all for the raids and everybody that comes and drops into the chat. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Dave and Danny, for being amazing players. Thank you for all the support across the podcast. I know Danny called it out earlier. The numbers have been amazing. Like, our Spotify Wrapped for the podcast this year was phenomenal. So thank you so much for that.
We were definitely having a little party over the numbers as Danny completely destroys his desk.
I was going to say, Danny didn't drop his dice in game. He decided to do it after the game.
Right now, yeah.
As I go to put it away, lob it across the room.
The final thing I do want to the final thing I want to remind everybody of then is December is the festive season, and we are doing our special festive giveaway, which means right now if you head over to Patreon and use the code MMXmas2025, you can get 25% off your first month's subscription to our Patreon. Not only that, you will be automatically entered into the grand prize draw for a copy of the Daggerheart core set. So if you've enjoyed what we've done here and the mechanics we've played and the stuff you've seen out of or throughout this mini series, then a copy of that core set could be yours. We will make the draw in January. That is not the set we're giving away.
Not this
it is
one.
behind
This
me,
one's mine.
but
Fuck
that
off.
is what it looks like. Yeah. But yes, please don't miss out on that chance. The only way to go and potentially grab it is to go and use that code on Patreon, where there are a lot of extras. We will go and do Malt Magic Unrolled after this, where you can see our post-session debriefs. There's one-shots, there's session zeros, there's homebrews, there's a large homebrew which is due to land any day as I finally finish it. So yes, that being said, Danny, Dave, Josh, anything else from yourselves?
I've just realised on my shelf as I got my Daggerheart set off, I realised I've got Farneff's dad on my shelf as well.
Oh, superb. No, I just to say thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed Daggerheart as much as we have, because we have thoroughly enjoyed it. And
yes.
Let us know, because again, we've got these ones lined up, and we'd love to hear about you, hear from you. You know, do you like Daggerheart? What are your comments? Let us know.
Yeah, anything we haven't touched on mechanics-wise or story-wise, frame settings that you'd like to see us weave into our mini arcs. I'm going to do the Death Seed one, so obviously that's going to be dark and horrible and gory and disgusting. So anything you'd like to see in that, just let us know.
Amazing.
Very good. Josh, final words from you then, my friend.
Thank you for having me. Have me more.
We will.
Always.
Have me
That
more.
wasn't even a question, but yes.
Have me more.
Have me more. Yeah, no, it wasn't a question.
Have
It was
me
just a
more.
statement.
It wasn't
Amazing.
a question. It was a statement.
Fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was rhetorical.
All right,
There's no
then. Well,
choice
with that-
involved.
With that being said, we're going to go and do our post-session debrief. But thank you all. Stay safe. We love you all. And we will see you next time.